You know we have
and we have today a special celebrity with us.
Celebrity? Where? Who?
Who? Celebrity behind you? Oh no, he's here.
Yeah, hi.
So this is Brandon, all the way from Trinidad and Tobago, meeting up in Paris. So nice to meet you. We're going to be here whole day.
Nice.
Bonjour, ceci est Shamrock Alex et bienvenue à Paris. Aujourd'hui, nous sommes ici au Parc de Sceaux pour le Go Fest. Alrighty guys, welcome to another video here on Shamrock Alex, and it's been quite a while. It's been about a year since I've posted a video. I think last time it was for the International Championships in New Orleans in the TCG era, and this time we're gonna try something different. Been into Pokemon Go a lot recently, and here I am in Paris. So I did have a whole speech recorded in front of the park entrance, and had some issues with the audio, so didn't bother to play it. So I'll just do this voiceover, and just wanted to reflect. 1 year later, we have 3 guys representing us in the international championships. That's Shivanan, Ringis, and Shaq. Those guys are up there now representing Trinidad in the international championship, so good luck to you guys. And this is the first in-person Go Fest that I'm attending, so yeah, just wanted to do something different and share that experience in these video clips. I did record a bit on the phone and via the handheld camera. I did have some issues with the audio, so I have to piece together a lot of clips. So some videos you'll see me speaking from there live, and some clips you'll see me doing the voiceover. So apologies for that, but nonetheless I'll try to give you that experience from my perspective. So yeah, come join me and enjoy Go Fest in person. Right, so one of the first things that you want to do is prepare yourself for this event, right? So Megaon is something you want to do to get candy if you want to be raiding. So Mega Lucario might be the best bet, well, at least for my choice, because the typing is fighting and steel, because the colonization and Zamazenta I think is fairy and steel type for Zacian, and fighting and steel for Zamazenta. So if you're Mega Lucario, you're good to go when you're doing raidings to get extra energy, extra candy, and extra XL candy as well too. So definitely Mega something that's gonna give it a candy benefit. Right, and you want to pop star piece for the duration of the event. You put on your star piece, you pop some lucky eggs as well too to give it an extra XP. And I like to use adventure effect from Palkia, which is the spatial run, to expand that radius so you could get spawns for an event like this, because the park is kind of relatively small compared to the other events, the other parks all over the world. Right, so the event started here, and at the top of every hour all these unknowns pop up, right? And you could get a shiny one. I don't really care for the unknowns, to be quite honest, so what I do is I just shiny check them, because after the first 2 minutes the unknowns just spawn into, well, the regular spawns, right? So if you actually find a shiny during this 2 minutes, you could actually just stay right there and wait for the 2 minutes to up, and whatever that was shiny unknown will turn into a shiny whatever the normal spawn is. But wasn't able to get any in this instance, but that's a strategy you could use if you don't really care to collect unknowns, right? And the research is the next item. So you get 2 special research. The first one is full steam ahead, which is 1 out of 9. You gotta spin 5 stop, make a nice throw, and catch 10 Pokemon in the park. And then you have the hero's journey, which is more focused on the raiding. So while you're at the park, is really to focus on this first one, which will get you the encounter with the mythical Pokemon, which is Volcanion. So you can join me on this journey, and let me go and complete all these research and get it done. Right, so we were able to complete the first page on, funny enough, on the both ones, because I was leaving the hero's journey for later, but we just go and collect these rewards there now, and also look to collect the one on the hero's journey. So we gonna see what encounter we get there. We get a star piece and we get a carbink. Really want this to be shiny because it's one of the new shinies released for GoFest this year. So we'll do a little throw, see if we could catch a carbink. And after we catch the carbink, we go on the research, and it actually asks me to choose between sword or shield, right? But I decided to choose sword because I wanted to focus on Zishan after. So now we're just going to complete the first page at the full steam ahead and check and see what encounter we get. And this encounter is actually the costume Pikachu and is the blue for Team Mystic. So we're going to see if we could catch a Pikachu there. And also on the side you're seeing a little video. It had some merchandise area, so I did pass through and collect 1 or 2 items. But yeah, we finished page 1 of the research there, and we on to page 2 now. The professor tell us a little bit there, right? And what you're seeing on the screen is the 4 areas in the park that color coded. I think at the time I was in the sunken treasure area, so it made sense to just choose sunken treasure, and then the other 3 areas you kind of had to choose it as you're walking through, because you don't want to be choosing randomly and the one you choose is on the next side of the park. So kind of figure out where you are in the park and go. So we choose the sunken treasure, and this is the 3 tasks that we had to complete. Alright, so check my back when I'm done. But before we finish that, this was actually the first shiny of the event for me. This was the Binnacle shiny. So feed them a golden raspberry and try to catch him and hope for a good IV, right? So this was the start of the whole slew of shinies to come in the event, starting off with a Binnacle. Checking for IVs, and of course it's gonna be crap, right? But yeah, nonetheless, first shiny of the event. So to finish up the first page of the research, we had to take a snapshot of a Finian that we caught in the area, right? So we grabbed the Finian there and decided to throw him in front of the shipwreck that they had there. So throwing him out inside on the ground, fish out of water, take a picture, and when we take this picture we get a Rotom fan appearing in the back there as well too. So you can see it appear in the screen there, and we grab him and catch the Rotom fan. So this will only appear in the in-person events. So we're going to grab that Rotom fan and add it to the collection, and that would also give us the ability to complete that page 1 research. So crap IVs there for that Rotom fan. We jump in inside the research and you can see page 1 completed. So we're going to grab like we're back at Finian again. Right, and the second encounter is a Spinner. Really wanted to see the shiny as well. Right, and finishing up the research there, give we a last encounter with a Rockruff, and you could also get the dust version of this Rockruff as well, but I don't think we were able to get it in this research, but eventually catch it in the wild, right? So that's the regular one. Right, and now we move on to the next page of this research, which we had to choose the next area, right? And I believe the next area is going to be the ancient temple area. So we choose that, and then we get a page similar to this again. Right, and you had to spin 3 stops in the ancient temple, you had to catch 3 ghosts, and then you had to go and take a Jangmo and take a picture inside the area, right? So let me go and do that. Right, so we finished the first 2, and we just have to take a picture of the Jangmo in front or something in the area, right? So we pull up one there that we catch, and we'll put him in AR mode and throw it right in front of the temple, and we go and get that snapshot done. Rotom go pop up, so we might as well catch a Rotom and complete the research at the same time. So Rotom go appear on the screen, and we're going to catch that Rotom. And just like that, this page of the research done, and the first one going to be a Jangmo, and the second encounter going to be a next Spinner, not shiny, but we go and catch this and complete this research, or this page of the research at least. And the final reward will give us a sandile. Again, no shiny, but we're able to catch the sandile and complete this page of the research. Right, so we move on. Professor telling me to choose the next area, and we are about to go and choose the carnival grounds, which is the third area in the park, and we're going to get that research, which is again spin some stops, get 3 psychic, and take a picture of a turtle in the area. Right, and now we're ready to take this photo of the turtle in the I forget what region this is, but anyhow we find the merry-go-round. I think this is the carnival area. We'll throw the turtle there, take a snapshot, bam, rotom up here as well too, and then we go and complete this research. Well, there we go, scroll across, grab the first thing. Second thing is also a turtle, and right after catching the turtle we get next spinner, and not shiny, but we're moving along. And to end the research under the rewards, the final encounter will be a Turtonator. Would really love to get this one shiny though, but we'll take what we get, right? So once we catch that Turtonator, we'll move on to the next page of the research. So moving on to the final page, which is the Noble Fields area, which is the last section of the park, furthest away from the entrance. And the professor there telling me what to do again. And similar to the others, is spin 3 stops, you have to catch 3 normal, and we go and find a goat, a skiddo, and take some pictures and complete the page 5 and 9 from this research. Right, and just like that we're able to finish the first 2 tasks on this research. So we just left to take a picture of the skiddo, so we would put him in AR mode and take out his picture right in front of the castle, right here under the Noble Fields, which is the last location. Take that picture. We also get a rotom encounter as well too. So once we do that and we go back on the research there now, we would see that the page would be completed. So we'll grab the reward, and the encounter will be a spinner, so we will catch that spinner and complete this page of the research. And under the reward section, the encounter would be a Drudgigon, so we'll go and catch this Drudgigon and move on into the next page of the research on this trek here. So now we're in page 6 and 9. We had to take pictures of water type, we had a power up water type, and we also had to evolve a water type Pokemon to finish page 6 of 9.
Alrighty then, here we are by Mystic. So we're about to finish this number 6 out of 9 research, and what we get in here? Right, we get a Slugma. We will capture that and then move on to the number 8. 8, 7, lost track. The sun have me Balzodi here. Alright, so the professor. Alright, we could go online by the professor, don't worry. We could go take a line by the professor. Hey. Right, the professor here. So you see, he's telling me here. Alright, we have more thing to do. Fire type. Alright, well, I mean, with our fire type, you go by Vala. Yeah. So 3 snapshots of fire Pokemon. Look at that one right here. So there we get the picture in. So that's Slugma there. 1, 2, 3. I see. Right, so 3 fire picture. That's all we do again. Power up and evolve. So evolve the Slugma right here. But other way to skip this evolution animation, if only. Alright, so evolve, check, and then the last one is the power up a fire type, right? So we're going with fire and lucky to save the stardust, and we'll sort them by CP. So we'll go with this Vulpix, power up 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. Alright, tag this to rename because I just forgot. So I'll pass it on. Alright, and that should finish our research here. And get some stickers on it. Alright, so you'll go back by the professor. Alrighty, see what we do here. Alright, well, alright, we gotta come back because I'm saying earn 6 hearts, hatch an egg, evolve 6 Pokemon. When we do that, we'll come back and I believe we should get the Volcanion from that. Alright, so stay tuned. Alright, so we chillin' in the beach chair. There's weather for the beach, but I'm not really seeing no beach here. But nonetheless, we're going to finish the 8 out of 9 full steam ahead, which should be our Volcanion. And I think, yeah, I could give them Kubo and them a little competition for complexion. I think I turn in purple in the sun all your ways. Alright, anyhow, when we finish up this, we get a Holucha. Alright, this thing is the beans to catch. Alright, we get a good throw in there. And we got the Holucha. Right. Let's see what else. What next? We have another encounter with the train. Feeling train. Would I like to see that chocolate? Shiny. Did that look like me? Yeah. Alright, well, there we go again. Again, some golden Raz, and this is the moment we've all been waiting for. All this walking, and we have the animation. Snorlax chilling there with a bunch of other folks. The Quags, Squirtle, Torkoal, all of them, and the Volcanion. So, we hope for some good IVs. Alright, for these things, 3 balls. First ball is a jump out. Alright, second ball. Good. Well, if I hit it. Alright. Alright, we hit it. Alright, we're going to jump out after 2 shakes. Right, and that leaves us with the 3rd throw. And we will catch it now and get our mythical Volcanion. Open for some good IVs. So let me see. Alright, we have our dex entry there. Nice. And the magic number is, I'll take that. 2-star. Could have been better, but we have our Volcanion mythical. So that's the end of the research. Still have about 24 minutes again remaining in the gameplay. So I'll just walk around the park, try and check a bunch of things and see if we find anything. Alright, so that was the park experience here in Parc de Sceaux, Paris. Alright, video will continue. I'm gonna tour Paris after for the city play and see if we could get some more shinies. Raiden, I think I have about 18 raid pass to finish up. So yeah, let's see what we get. Alright guys, see you in the next clip.
So another area that I'd really like, they had these kind of side quest kind of thing going on. They had a tent. I think it was 2 or 3 areas in the park, and they have some merchandise where they can ask you Pokemon trivia, and you essentially go surround the people. If they ask a question, you put up your hand so you can see. She asked them a question here. Yeah, point to me, put up my hand, tell she'd have 8 evolutions of Eevee, and I get through. So she say, go ahead and take something from the table there. So I look around and I like this patch. So when my Pokemon Go patch for answer any question. And 5 minutes before the whole event done, I say, you know what, let me just jump in a random raid before I leave the park, right? And all you check out the CP on this guy after the raid was completed, 2188. And wait for it, after I catch it, take a look at these IVs. And it's the Hondo. And one of the craziest experiences I had was this mad rush to go and get the Italian Gigantamax. If you see it, people went in the square in Parc de Luxembourg. It was one of the most epic moments for me in terms of what I get. As you can see in the next little clip on the side here, what that final IV will be, plus the catch card for this Inteleon G-Max. Really one of the biggest highlights of my trip. And what I'll do for the remainder of the video, there was a bunch of shinies that I was also catching along the way, so I'll just leave some clips of those shinies and all of the shinies in the raids that would have been done for the next 2 days. I'll just summarize the top picks in the next clips, and I'll just leave the rest of the video with some random clips I took all over the place while I was in Paris. Yeah, and just looking forward to going to another Pokemon Go event somewhere, take some better videos, and hopefully I get rid of this audio issue, so you know we can get some better videos in the future. But you know, hope you guys liked it, just sharing my experience in Paris, and looking to do another one. So join me in the next video. This is Shamrock Lex, which turned into Shamrock Plays apparently, so see you guys in the next one.